Okay, here's how I do the top-down fire. Simple and easy. Put 2 cross pieces in here. We really don't want these to burn until the very end, just to lift the bottom logs off the bottom of the stove. To get a little bit of air, to be able to get to the back. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to put the stove in the back here. And I'm trying to create a V. So right here, this V goes down, comes down. Anything that falls is going to collapse down into this V here, so that you don't have to worry about logs rolling out onto the glass. We're going to put some cross pieces in here. I'm going to throw a couple pieces down here for fun. We'll put another spacer piece in here. Put some pieces across in here. Or whatever we have. Doesn't really matter too much. A couple big size pieces, a couple smaller ones. You'll see the hot coals from above will fall down onto this, and they'll light those guys up. And this usually works great. And you can use pretty big pieces here. That's a pretty decent size. Might be a little too big, but we'll do it anyway. Set it back there. Want the air to be able to flow underneath, up through the middle here, and up through the back. And normally this would be maybe a little bit even, but it doesn't really matter. Put some pieces across here. Don't have to be too fussy. And put a piece in here. Turn it around. Okay, then we're going to set up some pieces here. That should fire up pretty quickly. Stick them up like this. A little piece like this. Top there. Whoop. Pretty sure that's all we have to do. I'll get a little sliver and light this guy up here. It's a little sliver of oak. Throw some more pieces in there if you're a pyro. Like fooling with the fire a little bit. And that's it. You don't need any paper in here. You don't need any fire starters in here. It's really all you're going to need. Get another piece in. Shove that in there. Okay. That's all we need to do. Take this off. Put it in there. Make sure it's open. You can close the door. And you'll see it take off. I'm going to pause it here, turn the light off so you can see it a little bit better. Okay. Zoom it, turn the light off. Hopefully you can see that a little bit better. You'll see we had a little smoke at startup, just a little bit, but right now, I mean, there's not very much at all. Bring it in here so you guys can see it. See, nothing's happening down here yet, but those coals will fall through as the top starts burning down. There's nothing down here at all yet. But we did leave a little room for the air to circulate underneath these logs. And you can see very, very little smoke. Very little smoke. Nothing really coming out of the sides, just a little bit. Teeny bit. So you have the draft fully open. This is all real time. I haven't sped it up. I just made the one about 10-second stop to turn off the light. That's it. You can already see the tubes here, secondary tubes, firing up. Got that baffle nice and hot. You can also see the glass. There's nothing on the glass. Glass is nice and clean. Nothing in the corners. No smoke, no creosote on the glass of the ceramic glass door. I like to put the bark side down on these logs. You can see there's a couple of little coals, a couple of embers starting to drop down in there. Now if you want this to catch much faster, you can just put more wood down there, open up the gap and have it fall down a little bit faster. But I sort of like it to burn down slowly. We're not making any smoke, so that's fine. This wood's not super dry. It's really only been about a year, seasoned about a year. It's oak. The door is shut tight. I shouldn't have to open that door up until it's time to put more wood on. Shouldn't have to mess with the fire at all. Everything should be collapsing down in the middle once it gets fully burnt, probably in another 20 minutes or so maybe. Look at how nice it's burning. Up in the top there, can you see? Way back there, there we go. Okay, you can see it just starts catching down here now. Oh, we did have one piece fall down in the glass, but that's fine. It's just a little branch, little twig, no problem. So you can see the fire can sort of die down a little bit, and this is where you might be tempted to be, oh no, this isn't going to work. Oh, what's going on here? But you'll see, this is all catching down in here. And it will all fire up for sure. Still really no smoke. Little bit of smoke right there. Little bit of smoke over here. And you can see it's all catching down in there now. I don't know if you can see in the back. You can see the flames coming out the back. Can you see through that? Sort of straight line in the back. That's from the air shooting underneath all the logs, rolling up the back wall, and then hitting the baffles. Get a little bit of smoke, just a little bit of smoke there. It's most likely getting burnt up. See, the glass is still super clean. In the corners. So that's pretty well caught. Everything's pretty much caught. You know, obviously we still have a ways to go, but everything's caught. We'll let this burn out. And maybe in another 5-10 minutes, we'll shut the draft down a little bit. We'll let it get a little bit hotter. We're about 300, 350, about a foot up on the stovepipe, single wall stovepipe. So that's it. Hope you guys use this. Works great. Thanks. Okay guys, it's been about 10 minutes. I just wanted to show you down here, if you can see that, those flames are being pushed underneath the log. I don't want to get too close. Being pushed underneath the log, underneath the whole bottom, and they're going to ride up through the middle and through the back. Around 375 flue temperature, getting close to 400. Tamper's still open. Close it down in probably about 5 minutes. Okay, I just want to show you guys what happens. It collapses. You can see it collapses in between that front log and the back log. Burned down. Front log is still off the bottom there. Still letting some air get underneath. So that's how it works. Works great. Now this wood was not perfect by any means. Seasoned 1 year oak. It should be seasoned 2 years, maybe even 3. It's fairly dry at best. So, you know, you can do it with this. If you have really dry oak, it's just going to be an inferno in there. So, hope you guys try the top-down method. Thanks. See ya.